Welcome to the Raventape Drive-in. I'm your host, Mr. Raventape, and we're continuing Deus Ex Human Revolution tonight. We're back in Shanghai. Well, not back, we just arrived for the first time ever. And we're going to investigate that lead that we got from... Oh wow, I'm blanking on his name now. Was it Baxter?
Hey, do you know how to get to the
It started with a B. It's been a few days since I've played this, so, and everything else in between. So you'll have to excuse that at least. So the Shanghai or Hong, was it? No. Well, no, this is Shanghai. So I was going to say it's Hangzhou, if I remember correctly. This is a different vibe and feel to the city, well, this hub anyway, from Detroit. Just purely because you're gonna get an idea what it's like when the corporations take over a lot more, a lot more, and have more control over a city. So we're heading to the penthouse. This is not good.
Something in my apartment. I don't care what kind of operation is going on. Now let me in immediately.
Can't oblige you, ma'am. Now move along, please.
How dare you? Who are you to tell me I can't get into my own home? Do you know how much money I pay for this place?
I said move along before there's trouble.
You bell tower assholes are all the same. You don't have an answer to an honest question, so you start to threaten. This is completely unacceptable.
Sorry, pal. No one's allowed in right now.
Well, in that case, we'll have to find another way in. Because we've got to go in, regardless of what they say. And, of course, being Deus Ex, right? It's on the level of finding a vent, basically. Let's see if there's something around this corner or not. Nope. Okay. We don't need to go back down, so that must be our door in. Oh, this will be pretty simple then. Nothing to it, really. Here we go again. About 12 seconds. It's too easy.
Access granted.
We can crack the wall here. I might have a... Hang on, I'll get a... Yeah, use one of these up and see through the wall. I've learnt my lesson. That this takes energy, so... I'm going to try and keep to 2 batteries at most. We're going up. Nope, wrong side. Once again, wrong side. Oh shit. Good, there was no windows in that elevator. I was afraid that they could look out, but then again, it's inside a building. What could you see anyway? Yeah, looks like we're going to do some box climbing here. Conveniently placed boxes. Ooh, I don't want to drop down, that's for sure. Yeah, this looks at the top floor, so let's go vent climbing and see what we can find, eh? Oh, there's a vent there. Too heavy. Might use an augmentation to strengthen my arms up so I can go lift fridges now. That's what the one we want. I'll just leave it here. I'm sure that doesn't look suspicious at all. You know you're playing Deus Ex when you go through another vent. Well, it looks like we're late for the party. Oh shit, is he coming our way? No, okay. Just drag him out of view until then work on the next two guys. Nice credit chip.
Huh? What's that?
What I can't understand is why would you be looking at the window, not into the
If
apartment?
anyone's here, come out now.
Hey, buddy. Looks like someone was desperate to get him, and they weren't too keen on finding the hidden door access. No, I don't want that. I want the hacker thing. No. Oh, there we are. That looks like everything in here. Alright, let's hack his computer and see what he's been doing. Right, so it's basically pick a side and go for it, I guess.
Access granted.
Nicely done. Well, looks like we're going to the hive.
Get word to Pritchard, Malik. The hacker who's been attacking us goes by the handle Windmill. Real name's Ari Van Bruggen. Bell Tower's been brought in to arrest him.
Arrest or get rid of?
Either way, he found out someone was gunning for him and took off. We need to find him.
There's a nightclub near where I dropped you called the Hive. It's notorious in black market circles. If this Dutchman is running, his first stop will be there.
I'll have a chat with the owner.
Like I was going to say, I mentioned the hive in the last episode. This is the place where a lot of this Shanghai Hangzhou stuff happens. I'm just going to take a peek and see where this leads us anyway. Ooh, beer. I'll take a beer. Nothing like drinking a beer in an event, that's for sure. I might as well take the elevator down.
Jensen, figured you might want a heads up before you stroll into the Hive. The owner's name is Tong Si Hung, Tong being his last name. Rumor is, he's tied to the Triads.
China's organized crime lords. How wonderful. Anyone else want a piece of this pie?
Whatever made me think I could have just... Like I was going to say, whatever made me think I was going to walk out the front door without any issues. Nope, not going out that way either. Oh shit. Fortunately, this is one of those times where you have to go loud. It's my stuff up, of course, but I want the gun. Gun. Thank you. Shit, I'm not gonna walk out there either. Where the hell do I go? Guess I could take the elevator back up, couldn't I? You know what, we'll try the other way again and see if we can't draw attention down here and maybe slip out the top. No, looks like we're good. Sorry, bud.
He's hiding somewhere, but I want eyes in the back of your head. He could come back. Nothing. Continuing search pattern.
I think we're pretty safe up here. Maybe we can maybe slip out down the bottom again. What I mean by that is like have a little, like a leisure we can jump off. Otherwise we're going at the front. We can, oh that's cool. We're gonna get down the same way as we got up in the first place, so that works out fine. Just make sure I don't close, but we're pretty good, we're safe. I think this is acts as a shortcut, which is good for me. Yeah, we're just going up. I don't worry about collecting all the little other bits and pieces.
Access granted.
And we're off to the hive. Easy as that. You can tell that the city streets in this hub are a lot more denser. Like what I mean by like packed shops and stuff like that.
The Hive is a members only club, La Wai. Without a membership card, I can't let you in.
You telling me I gotta pay to get into this dive?
We've got a reputation to keep. Can't let just anyone get in here.
Just anyone with the money?
No pay, no play. You want in or not?
Yeah, I'll pay the credits. Whatever.
Here, take it.
Thank you, sir. Here is your membership card. Welcome to the Hive. I'm sure you will enjoy our establishment.
I think if you deny it, you actually have to go look for one.
That's right, Belltown. He's got to be kidding me. The owner of the...
What can I get you?
Let's get a drink. I'm a bit thirsty. The Phoenix sounds
The
good.
Golden Phoenix Sling.
Oh, a man of taste, are we? Excellent choice. There you go. You got a favorite poison?
Always.
I'm looking for Tong.
Everyone wants to talk to Tom. Check the VIP lounge upstairs.
Alright then. Up to the VIP section.
You work here?
Yeah, you could say that.
Good. I need to see your boss.
Really? Well, I'm sorry, Guaido. Mr. Tong Zihong sees no one today.
Look, I didn't come halfway around the world to take no for an answer. Do us both a favor and tell me where he is.
Or what? You get mad and tear down a few walls with those enhancements of yours? This place isn't named the Hive for nothing. It's got plenty of worker bees come out of the paneling to stop you. What is it you think Mr. Tong do for you anyway?
I'm looking for someone. A cybersecurity specialist named Ari Van Bruggen. You know him?
Never heard of him. What'd he do? Steal your girl? Owe you money?
He had a job go bad, and now he's on the run from the people who hired him. But you knew that already, because a man like Mr. Tong doesn't hire idiots. And this is the first place people like Van Bruggen come when they need help. So stop wasting my time and take me to Tong.
You've got it backward, boy. You're wasting my time. Van Bruggen is minor league player. Tong knows who he is. He just don't care. He's got bigger things to worry about.
I think pinpointing it, getting straight to the point, is going to throw him off a little bit. So I don't think insisting or revising would be the best way about it.
You expect me to fall for that? Small timers don't attract this much attention. They don't have bell tower soldiers staking out their apartments. Van Bruggen's pissed off somebody big. And there's no way Tong's going to ignore that kind of development in his town.
You're smarter than you look. Yeah. Tong is keeping a close eye on things. Like you said, he's no fool. Now it's time you were leaving. Go back to your own country. There's nothing for you here.
Not that convincing. We're pinpointing it again.
Give me a break. I've been on this island long enough to know that Van Bruggen can't leave without Tong's help. He has to be hiding in Lower Hengsha somewhere, and Tong can tell me where.
Here's how little I care about what you know. We have Van Bruggen, and we're keeping him somewhere safe. It doesn't matter whether you have that information or not, because you got no idea what to do with it. You're trying my patience. You tell me nothing about who you are, who you work for, or what you want from Van Bruggen, and you want me to trust you? Never!
Go again.
You'll say anything to get rid of me, won't you? There's no way Tong can hold on to Van Bruggen for long. Not with the kind of resources his enemies are throwing into the search. He'll be dead within a week, and Tong with him. Unless somebody, namely me, takes the heat off, and soon.
I wonder if you would say that if you knew the kind of heat the Dragon Queen gives off. But I won't refuse a gift horse when it's staring me in my mouth. Tong's office is downstairs. I'll radio the others to let you through.
Sounds good to me. Though, if you paid attention to his mannerisms and the way he was speaking, yeah, what we're gonna find in the office may be surprising to some of you. See, now you could sneak in here and get the information, but that means you'd have to sneak out. I've done it once, but it's not fun. My monkey. I want to get a tattoo of that one day.
You see this? Panda, screw it up in the fourth. I'm just flushing my money down the pot.
You're Tong.
Hey, you only work that out now. Guess you're not as sharp as you think. How about you tell me who you work for? Then I decide what I tell you about Van Bruggen.
Does the name Seraph Industries ring any bells?
Seraph Industries? Isn't that American company stole all the headlines a while back? You still in business?
Why wouldn't we be?
Check the news. Biotech corporations seem to be failing a lot these days, especially the ones who are making enhancements. Van Bruggen's in the Alice Garden pods. Capsule 301. Place is a rat hole, but it's useful sometimes. Make sure you leave him in the same shape you find him.
And if I don't?
Your call. But those implants of yours might look even more special on somebody else.
Well, he gave him up pretty quickly, didn't he? He must be suffering a bit from a bit of
Mac, you were right.
attention.
Tong is helping Van Bruggen. He stashed him in the Alice Garden pods.
Thought as much. A hacker who knows his way around corporate firewalls would make a valuable asset for the triads. I'm at the pods myself, Jensen. Want me to run interference?
No, don't put yourself at risk.
Hey, leaving already, tough guy? Because you might want to go over to the bar and order yourself a drink before you do. Maybe Bobby will have something for you.
Bobby?
The bartender. The real bartender, that is.
I'm gonna antagonize him.
Oh, right. My mistake. Kinda hard to tell one lackey from another in here. You boys all look alike to me.
Watch it, Guaylo. You wouldn't want to die before you get a chance to polish the rust off those high-tech augs of yours.
Anyway, we'll see what Bobby wants.
What can I get you?
Looks like Tong's running a nice operation here.
You for hire? Because a suspicious man might not appreciate you asking.
A suspicious man might also wonder what kind of job gets handed off to strangers. But all right, I'll bite. What are you offering?
I got a problem I need solving. Trouble is, none of my usual guys are available. And this problem? It involves a woman. Someone who owes Tong Operation here some money. Getting it out of her is proving to be difficult. It's a dirty job, but it pays well. You interested?
Yeah, alright.
Tell me more. I'm listening.
That's what I like to hear. This woman, Jaya, she's a broker. Highly competitive field in Hengsha. But without the right skills, her business wasn't doing so well. So, we helped her out. Gave her a nice social enhancement upgrade chip so she could understand her clients' needs. Now, it's time to pay us what's due, but she says she won't.
So basically you want me to be your collector?
Yes, but it's not as simple as that. The girl's gone into hiding and thinks we won't find her. But she also took her phone and computer along to keep her business alive.
Not very smart, assuming you've got the equipment to track those.
We don't exactly. But we know someone who does, and that's where you come in. Bow Tower set up a surveillance network around town, a series of relay antennas. I need you to hack them. 3 relays should be enough for us to access the database and triangulate Jaya's position.
Then I go get your money.
Exactly. The first relay is on the rooftop of a 4-story building in the Yuzhou district. I assume you've got an info link and Wayfinder package in those fancy augs of yours? I'll upload the coordinates and then contact you once you've hacked in.
Okay. Sounds pretty simple. Just a bit of money collection. We'll tackle this like we did in Detroit, which is basically do all the side missions, and then we'll focus on the main stuff. Think I might get some after that reaction in the penthouse. I think the best thing we could do is maybe I'm leaning towards the armored skin. I'm also thinking about later in the game too. Probably wouldn't hurt. But it doesn't hurt to look over the other augmentations we could probably unlock along the way. Yeah, alright. I think we also have to rebuy the flash what do you call it? Flash suppressant for our eyes. I think I have to rebuy them. Let's see what one of these locker rooms are hiding, eh? Or garages, or whatever you want to call them. One. Okay, there's just one. But we got to go up, then down. Yeah. See, as the levels get higher on these hacking things, you have to pay attention to where the arrows are pointing.
Access granted.
Good. And my speed upgrade, that's pretty good. There's nothing hiding under there. Rightio. I might throw it on the assault rifle. Yeah, I'll throw it on the assault rifle. At the moment, it's just the damage multipliers that I want for the handgun. Oh, so this place can get very confusing because it has multiple levels. So you have to excuse me if I get a little confused along the way. I think we're climbing back up to the roofs again. Thankfully there's a ladder there and we don't have to go skipping across any I don't know what you call them, balcony roofs.
Good job, Lao Wei. I see you found the first relay. Now hack it and turn off its security protocols.
Yeah, there's 3 in this one. Alright. Hopefully it's not too hard.
Access granted.
There's one.
2 to go, my friend.
There's 1. Alright. Said 3, right? Yeah. So hopefully they're within a good distance of each other. Alright. Whoa, shit! Ah, so there's a little gap up there. Okay. Gotta pay attention when I'm running to. Alright. I didn't think there'd be a gap. I thought it was all connected as one.
One down, 2 to go, my friend.
And thankfully the checkpoint saved us right at the first one, so we didn't lose any process whatever. We didn't lose any process whatsoever. Talking faster than my brain can keep up. Yeah, how do I get this one? Oh, that's pretty easy then, isn't it? No, 3, so that might be the pattern for the next one too.
Access granted.
Awesome.
Good. Second relay is down. Only 1 remaining.
It's over there. I don't think it'd be worth getting down on the ground. I think it might wrap around. Hopefully. Yeah, that's good. We're in good company now. See, I thought there would be like a little bridge like here, but I guess I was hoping you would pay attention to yourself, pay attention to where your feet were. I just realized hacking these panels are giving the triads access to not only find this girl, but sit in the system long enough to track down what they need to find in case they ever need to use it again.
Access granted.
Excellent work. I'm starting the triangulation now. Should have a location very soon. And I've got it. Jaya is hiding in an apartment building called the Hengsha Court Gardens in the Yuzhou district. I'm sending you her coordinates. Get over there and get us the money she owes.
So the Hangsha Garden Courts, was it? I'm guessing... That seems familiar. I think we were just there, weren't we? Yeah. But it doesn't hurt to have a look around. No, it's definitely that building. Yeah, alright. I don't think they would appreciate me walking through their little barrier there. To me, I'm just double checking everything. We know it's the building we were just in, looking for that hacker, so it shouldn't be too difficult to figure out where we need to go. Question is how far... I'm guessing we're going to the top floor again because that was the only way we got into the building to begin with. Because it looks like if you ride the elevator down, you basically end up at floor level again. She's down below me, eh? So there might be another entrance way down here. Well, that was a kind of a waste, wasn't it? I was hoping there'd be another entry point. Oh, what's this? Practice kit. A practice kit. Alright, cool. I guess it was a waste of time then. Well, more or less it was, but you get what I mean. So it looks like we gotta climb all the way to the top and then potentially ride the elevator down to where she is. Because we're already inside the building, so if we had to walk through those glass doors at the front, that'd kind of suck if we have to do that, but I'm assuming that it's already detected you in the building. It just needs you to get onto the proper landing. Of course, the fridge hasn't been moved yet. Oh, I meant not a fridge. Vending machine.
Who are you? Another one of Tong's thugs? Well, get out! I told him I won't pay another credit.
Can we make a deal?
Look, I know this is not an ideal situation, and I'm not proud that I gotta do this. But Tong's crew wants the money you owe them.
Oh, you poor boy. Having trouble dealing with the dirty job you have to do? And I should feel sorry for you? Reality check, taxman. You're here to steal money from me.
Stealing? They got you the augmentation you needed, and they expect you to pay for it. Not the most charitable thing to do, but I would hardly call it stealing.
Are you really that gullible? Tong doesn't run a buy now, pay later operation. It's more like a buy now, pay forever. Listen, I just started as a broker. Most other brokers come from rich families. They paid for augments that give them an incredible edge in the business. There's no way I could afford anything like that through legal channels.
So you cut a deal with a crime syndicate?
I didn't study this hard to end up with nothing. Once I made enough money, I offered to pay for the aug. But no, what they want is part of my monthly profits. They say they're entitled to it since it's their upgraded enhancement chip that helped me make that money.
Let's find more about it.
How did you meet Tong?
The same way most people end up meeting Tong. I was hurt. and one of his hounds smelled blood. They came to me and offered me help. I was intelligent enough to know it was a bad idea, but angry enough not to care.
Couldn't you work without the augment? You wouldn't have gotten into so much trouble if you'd played by the rules.
Play by the rules? Let me tell you a little story about playing by the rules. I come from a poor family. My father, my mother, my 2 sisters, and 3 brothers, none of them ever amounted to much. When I tried to do better, when I made efforts in school, they said I was wasting my time. I got into business school, and again, they said I was wasting my time. That I could never compete with all those rich kids and their tutors and extra classes.
But you did.
I did. I finished top of my class, without the extra help and special attention, only through blood, sweat, and tears. And then what did my classmates do? They cheated. They once again bought their way to success. And what did my family say? That I had wasted my time. I was just supposed to accept defeat after all the efforts I've made? No. No way.
I like her. Determined.
How much are they asking from you?
A couple hundred credits every month. Doesn't look like much, but in the long run, let's just say they've made a very lucrative deal. Especially if you consider I'm not their only client.
We're offering help.
Listen, maybe I can speak to one of Tong's men. Try and get you off the hook.
You would do that? I thought you were just another one of his mindless thugs. It's hard to properly express what this could mean for me.
Don't thank me yet. I can't guarantee they'll listen, but I'll try.
The only reason I offered help for her is because I like her, because despite everything her family said and the way her classmates acted, she rose above it. How can you not applaud that? So we'll go and talk to Bobby, I'm assuming, because he's the only one that seems to be doing a lot of the talking. Let's see if we can cut a deal there. So it's back to the hive. Nope, there's no way out there. Oh shit.
Stop him!
Just realized my mistake. Looks like we're roof climbing again. I was almost killed too. Shit. As you can see, they haven't got the cleaners in yet. I know you could probably clean up the entire section and make it easier for you. But I just gotta remember there's a roof access we can take, that's all.
Please! Please don't kill me!
Take the little shortcut we just opened up.
What can I get you?
Hey, about that job?
You found Jaya yet? You need to get back the money she owes us.
Yeah, we'll cut a deal.
What's it gonna take for you to leave Jaya alone for good?
I don't understand. Didn't you get the money?
I know about the Shylock scam you're running. Get her the augment she wants and then bleed her with monthly payments for the rest of her life. I want to know what it's gonna take for you to leave her alone for good.
A cyborg with a heart of gold, are we? Tell you what, Guaylo. You give me a year's worth of payments and she's free.
Shit.
You're a real scumbag. Forget it.
Harsh words like these might hurt my feelings. Now, go cry somewhere else.
We'll have to put it on the back burner for a minute and figure something out. So I'm only short a couple of hundred. Yeah, alright. We might have to make a couple of quick trips to maybe some people's locker rooms and stuff like that. So in that case, what we'll do is go and check out the main mission while keeping an eye out for potential credit chips and stuff like that. I don't want to leave here without fixing that issue. Even if it means I have to knock out a bunch of people to get enough. Now, if I remember correctly, these can be a bit of a bitch to open because the more you get closer to those guards at the end, now I can't remember if they patrol or not, but if you get, the more closer you get to them, the more aware they are of you hacking.
Access granted.
Let's see, weapons locker and a safe. What do you hide in the safe?
Access granted.
Done. What are you hiding? Ammo and revolver ammo. I really need to get my hands on one of those revolvers, which means I might have to take a little trip off screen to see if I can find the weapons dealer in the area. For a minute there, I thought the design on his jumper looked like the samurai from Cyberpunk.
Jensen, I was on my way out.
What are you doing here, Malik? I told you I got this one.
I know. I didn't do anything. Trust me. Van Bruggen's all yours.
Hang on a second. Something's wrong. What is it? Why are you here?
It's nothing. I mean, can't a girl have secrets?
Concern.
Of course, but I can tell something's bothering you. And I'm concerned. What's going on?
I just had to look into something. For a friend. She deserved better.
I'm listening.
Fine, since you're so damn curious. Years ago, I used to live here, remember? My friend, my best friend, Evelyn. She was like a sister to me. Made living here fun. But then there was an accident. She's dead.
I'm sorry, Malik.
Wait, Jensen, let me finish. I thought I was okay with it, but I know she didn't just die. She was killed, murdered. Her damn scumbag boyfriend did it. I know he did. I knew he was trouble right from the start, but she just wouldn't listen to me.
Malik, easy. If your friend was murdered, the police would have suspected something. They would have investigated.
That's just it. There was no investigation. They said she fell down a flight of stairs like it was some kind of freak accident. But her wounds, the way she died, they don't add up. It's right here in the damn blood spatter analysis.
Blood spatter? You've seen the police report?
Yes. A friend left a copy of it in a pod here for me to pick up. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I think there's been a cover-up. I just have to prove it. If I could get my hands on the autopsy report, the one that never surfaced, I know I'd get the truth. Except...
Why do I suspect I'm about to get dragged into something?
Look, Jensen, I'm sorry. I know Van Bruggen is the priority here, and I told you it was my business and I could take care of it. It's just... The more I think about it, the more I realize I'm in over my head. I'm just a pilot. I'm not a damn cop. But I need to know the truth.
Let's find more out about it. Details.
Why do you suspect Evelyn's boyfriend had something to do with her death?
Because he was poisoned, right from the start. Born into money and influence, but never once assuming responsibility for anything. I don't think he's worked an honest day in his life.
So he was a wealthy, pig-headed asshole. If that was reason enough to accuse someone of murder, half the world would be in the pen. And Evelyn was okay with all of this? Tell me about Evelyn. How so? I understand.
She was a good girl, Jensen. She deserved better.
What happened there? I didn't even hit any buttons. Let's go again.
Tell me about Evelyn.
She was beautiful, carefree, loved to have a good time. I met her during my internship for a private transportation and logistics firm here in Shanghai. She was a great pilot, too. Knew how to feel the currents, to push the bird just so. Too bad her talents for reading the wind didn't translate to reading guys.
How so?
She was always getting into trouble with the wrong crowds. And it always had to do with some boy. She knew I didn't like him. Her boyfriend at the time, Lee. It drove a wedge between us, and when we parted ways, it wasn't amicable.
I understand.
She was a good girl, Jensen. She deserved better.
You said you've seen the police report. Who gave it to you?
An old friend who was also a good friend of Evelyn's. He used to work for the Shanghai PD. He left a copy of it along with a few other things concerning Evelyn in a pod here for me to look at. He also left some instructions on how to contact someone at LIM for the autopsy report he's convinced was intentionally buried.
Why would LIM have anything to do with Evelyn's autopsy report?
Well, if you haven't noticed, the Chinese government has been outsourcing branches of its public services for years. Bell Tower polices the streets, and nowadays LIM does more than just cosmetic surgery. They're often contracted for special cases like Evelyn's.
And what made Evelyn's case so special, you think?
Her boyfriend, Lee. He was at the scene. He had Evelyn's blood on him and tested positive for alcohol and drugs in his system. With his rap sheet, it wasn't looking good for him. But his family, they're on a lot of boards with deep pockets and a lot of reach. They wouldn't suffer the embarrassment of having their son indicted on a suspected murder charge.
That sounds suspicious as hell. We'll definitely accept this one.
This autopsy report. Once you got your hands on it, what were you planning on doing next?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm a pilot, not a cop. But I felt I had to do something while I had the chance. Maybe once you get the report and we know what it says, we can improvise.
Okay, I'll help. What do you need me to do?
My lead, he works for LIM. He's a systems technician who apparently has access to their entire database. He's willing to hand over a copy of Evelyn's autopsy report.
So you want me to meet him and get the report, is that it?
Yes, but he'll only respond to a certain phrase. Death and life have their determined appointments. To which he'll reply, riches and honors depend upon heaven.
Christ, Malik, this is starting to sound like something out of a bad spy movie.
I know. He's just trying to protect himself. I didn't pick the damn quote. So just play along and remember the line, okay? You'll find him inside the lobby of the Lower Hengsha Limb Clinic.
Does this guy have a name?
None that I know of. But he apparently goes by the handle Anonymous X. I know.
Anonymous X. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, before I forget, everything concerning Evelyn's incident, newspaper articles, the police report, limb details, it's all inside pod 009 here in the hotel. You should read over everything if you can.
Pod 9. Got it.
I need to go. Contact me with any updates and... Thank you. I really appreciate this, Jensen.
No problem. So we'll go and read the details of this investigation and then go and visit our friend at the limb clinic.
And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better. Our best chance at doing this is to modify ocean.
I actually don't really remember the full investigation into Evelyn's death. I do remember the repercussions of it though. Yeah, it looks cozy in here. Rooftop pitfalls claim another. Okay, it's not what we're looking for, but it is in this area. Oh, there it is. I'm not going to read out the entire thing. If you want to read it yourself, you can pause it. Just get rid of those pocket secretaries.
Would like to hear more of my exclusive interview with you, Daryl? Log on to www.picusweb.com. This is Eliza Cassan reporting to you live from Picus.
I can't find my way back down, so I'll just drop back down. It's not that high.
My visit to Prague was related exclusively to the public.
Here we go. So yeah, like I said, don't exactly know, well not don't know, but don't remember the proper investigation. Which makes it worse too because I think you do find out some very gory details in this.
Excuse me, do you know where the limb clinic is?
Yes.
You're referring to the Panchaea Project, the cooperative global initiative that aims at healing our world.
Do you know how to get
Limb clinic. Liberty in mind and body. I'm just used to looking at the screen, man.
Welcomes you. You are preferred client? Select what you want from computer.
Yeah, I'll pick up one of them. I got no idea what they'd do. Hopefully it'd be helpful. Yeah, we're gonna look for this guy.
One moment. You are not a harvester. We have had the occasional problem with them stealing from limb clinics.
I was gonna say why, but then you realize what a harvester does. Then you.
I have been waiting for a long time for this surgery.
So this must be the surgery room. I know I meant to talk to that guy, but when do you ever get the actually chance to investigate a limb clinic? One day surgeries will be handled like that. It's an interesting concept. I know, I've never been in a surgery room. I assumed it'd be like that now, but I mean like to implant augmentations and stuff like that.
非常可悲，但是要在横沙往上爬。
您是来横沙做手术的吗？
Can't you see I'm busy? Go bother someone else.
Professional.
Death and life have their determined appointments.
What? Oh, and riches and honors depend upon heaven. Very good.
Right, what now?
Shh. They have eyes and ears everywhere. Meet me outside the clinic. Turn left from the front and go down the stairs. I'll be waiting at the corner.
Real 1930s spy shit. That's interesting.
Over here! Come on now! I'm relieved to know they sent a professional, at least.
That makes two of us.
Right. Well, you're not exactly what I was expecting. I was told I would be meeting a girl. How do I know you're not an imposter or some sort of double agent? Don't think I don't know this could all just be an elaborate trap to set me up.
Look, no offense, Mr. X, or whatever your name is, but I really don't have time for this. So if you could simply just give me what I came for, I'll be on my way.
Yes, yes. I have it right here. Evelyn Carmichael's autopsy report. Here, take it.
Thank you.
I trust you will put this information to good use, because accountability and justice is at an all-time low, I'm afraid. It pains me to see this once great city, which stood as a bastion for reform and progress against our oppressive communist origins, succumb to the trappings of corporate bureaucracy and petty corruption. Corruption so often typical of your Western governments.
Whatever you say. Now, if you don't mind, I really must be going.
Well, there is still the matter of my payment. 1,000 credits was the agreed-upon price, I believe. Isn't that right?
I was never told about a payment.
When attempting to extort money from someone, don't give them what they want before trying to rip them off.
What? What? You mean you aren't going to pay? But I risked everything to get you that file.
Chalk it up to a learning experience and move on.
You scoundrel! You'll regret this someday. You just mock my words.
See you later, X.
I say he should have just handed over the information without the payment too. Hence the learning lesson.
Malik, I just got the autopsy report. No drugs or alcohol in Evelyn's system. And her estimated time of death doesn't fit Lee's story. She did die from a head wound, but not one that matches the evidence found at the scene.
I knew it. It couldn't have been just an accident.
There's more. Evelyn was pregnant. Malik?
I'm here. We can't let him get away with this, Jensen. He's guilty. He has to be. Can you go to his apartment?
And do what?
Get proof. Get something. I'm sending you the coordinates. Contact me again when you're there.
Well, so that's what the effects of the Golden Phoenix does to you. It reminds me of the oh, I can't remember the drink. Goggle Blaster from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The way it's described is like having your brain smashed out with like a golden brick wrapped in like a banana skin or something like that. You only tend to have one, and if you survive, that's a miracle in itself. Okay, so it's over there. No, that's... So it's on this level. It just must be hiding behind another one of the markers. Now that's what I call a train system. Or hell of good timing, regardless. Okay, so now we're going to go to Lee's apartment to find evidence. This is the first of, I think, this is the only one, or there's another one along the lines where you actually have to do an actual proper investigation where it's a side quest. Like the full main storyline is an investigation, but this is more of a side quest investigation. Everything else tends to be very straightforward. I've got a funny feeling I might wrap around on this one. See, like I said, if I get lost in the city, you'll have to be patient with me. So that's leading me back into where we just were. Which means to me it's higher up. Which I think the arrow was pointing up. So I'm an idiot. Well, I might as well check the roofs to see what's up there, eh? Okay, so this is the apartment. Getting through this door should be too easy. Come on, do it.
Access granted.
That's it. Let's make sure he's not home. Otherwise we might have to knock his ass out.
Malik, I'm inside Lee's apartment. Doesn't look like anyone's home.
Damn. Okay, look. Lee isn't smart enough to properly cover his tracks, so look around. Maybe you can find something suspicious.
Hey, Lee, baby. Can't wait to see you tonight. But I'm stuck at work. I know, I'm sorry. I'll pick it up to you, baby. I promise. I'll meet you at the Hive, okay? Just don't get the party started without me. I want you all to myself tonight.
The Hive? I should have guessed Lee would be there. It's pretty much a second home for him.
Wait a minute, you heard that?
Sorry, Jensen. I don't like invading your privacy like this, but it's important. Plus, this gives me an idea. When you're done looking around Lee's apartment, head to the Hive. Contact me when you're there.
I'll keep looking. I'm sure there's more here.
Exactly, there'll be more here. Like she said, he's not too bright. This computer security should be no problem whatsoever too.
Access granted.
Malik, it looks like Hong Sr. was upset with Hong Jr.'s behavior and threatened to cut off his inheritance if he didn't stop whoring around. Sounds like he considered Evelyn beneath the family name.
And if he knew she was pregnant, I can't believe Lee would do something like that just for money.
Speaking of money, the Hong family seems heavily invested in both Bell Tower and Lim. That could explain the cover-up and lack of a proper investigation. I'll stick around a bit. I'm sure there's still more to find.
Yeah, I think we're looking for a bit more evidence now. Yeah, we already looked in here.
Malik, I think I got a probable murder weapon. A broken clock. The kicker is the hands line up roughly with Evelyn's TOD. Coincidence?
That's a hell of a stretch. You really think?
If Lee's as dumb as you say, maybe. We'd need lab tech analysis to confirm, but if there ever was a smoking gun, it fits. I'll make one last sweep to make sure I got everything.
Yeah, like you said, one last sweep and then we're out of here.
Malik, I found a baseball bat, but it looks clean. Almost like it's been washed recently.
Maybe Lee washed Evelyn's blood off of it.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm not sure it could inflict the type of laceration she had. Okay, I think that's it. I'm heading to the hive now. I doubt we'll find anything else in here without calling in a forensics team.
Sounds good.
Like, I know I should have mentioned it earlier, like moving his fridge and all that, but I don't think he'll mind. I don't think it looks suspicious at all. He might think his apartment's haunted. So we're going back to the hive. Like I said, everything happens at the hive. Oh well. Actually, I'd like to know if there's ever a real nightclub, not called the Hive, but if it's sort of like modeled after something. Or it's an original design. Because I reckon it'd be pretty cool. Though I expect all the LEDs on the front of the building would cost the electrical bill to go through the bloody roof.
Malik, I'm in the hive. What's your plan?
Find Lee and talk to him. I want you to convince him you know exactly what he did to Evelyn and why. If you can make him panic, I'm willing to bet he'll spill his guts. Just make it look like blackmail. If he's willing to pay to keep you quiet, he's basically tying his own noose. I'll listen in and record everything.
Got it.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do it. Hopefully you'll crack under a little bit of pressure. There he is. I'm gonna save here just in case I make a mistake, that's all.
What you want, Chrome Boy?
Is your name Lee Hong?
Yeah, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. What's it to you?
I want to talk to you about Evelyn Carmichael.
Man, it's off! I already told all you narcos all there is to say.
Relax. I'm not with the police. I work private. And you could say I specialize in cases like yours.
If you ain't police, then what the fuck you want?
A simple proposition. I have proof that shows you murdered Evelyn. And I want you to pay me 2.5 million credits to make that proof disappear.
2.5? Bullshit. You ain't got shit on me, narco. I ain't paying you shit.
I strongly suggest you reconsider.
And I strongly suggest you get the fuck out of my face. Because unless you got your proof right here, I ain't got shit to say to you.
All right. Let's start with the police report. I know your story doesn't match up with the evidence at the scene of Evelyn's fall.
Oh yeah? And why's that?
Shit, I should have read it, shouldn't I? I think inconclusive?
Because the police report revealed inconclusive blood spatter analysis. Meaning the wound that killed Evelyn happened before she ever fell down those stairs.
Yeah, and? That still don't prove shit.
Not only does the evidence not add up, but neither does your testimony. You lied about why Evelyn fell down the stairs in the first place.
She was drunk? Yeah. This is why I made the save.
You said you'd both been drinking heavily prior to the accident, and the reason Evelyn fell was because she was drunk. We both know that isn't true.
Man, that shit was in the papers.
Now, if the evidence doesn't fit and your story was a lie, then how did Evelyn die on that night? Well, the answer is pretty simple, really. You killed her. But how?
I go antique clock. It just seemed the most obvious one.
By hitting her in the head with that antique clock you keep so prominently displayed in your apartment. The lacerations on her head, the intracranial hemorrhaging, it's the perfect match.
In my apartment? How the fuck do you know what's in my apartment?
And like any good crime of passion, you needed motivation. Something to fuel your violent outbursts. What did Evelyn say or do to make you murder her? She told you she was pregnant, and you panicked. Faced with the prospect of losing your easy way of life, you struck out at her in anger.
How? That's impossible.
But now the final piece of the puzzle. Why was Evelyn's death never considered a murder investigation? Because your family, one of the wealthiest and most influential families in Shanghai, covered it up. But whose silence did they buy?
It has to be Belter or Lim. I'm gonna go Lim. Because we had to go out of our way to find that report. Yeah, Lim seems the best choice here.
Lim. Your family's sizable investments in Lim assured the autopsy performed on Evelyn's body would never see the light of day, and her death would simply fall through the cracks of an already crumbling justice system.
Fuck this shit, man! And fuck you!
I can help you, Lee. But only for a price.
Alright, fuck! I can't believe this shit! I'll pay you, man! I'll pay you, just... What do you need from me?
Details. Let me hear your side of the story, and then we'll move on from there.
I don't know! Evelyn, that stupid bitch! She was going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay? Evelyn wouldn't shut up about us, about the baby, so I hit her! I just wanted to make her shut her stupid mouth. But the dumb bitch started freaking out. So I hit her again until she finally stopped screaming. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. She was barely breathing, so I carried her to the stairs near my apartment and dropped her. I had to make sure it looked like an accident. I had no choice. She trapped me. She just wanted my money. I would have been ruined.
I need to go. We'll be in contact again soon.
Huh? What about the evidence? And the money? Where the fuck you going?
Goodbye, Lee.
Yep, not the sharpest tool in the shed, was he?
Malik, please tell me you got a recording of all that.
Oh my god, Jensen, I could kiss you right now. I can't believe you got him to confess so openly like that.
To be honest, it was easier than I was expecting. You were definitely right about Lee. He's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed.
Well, don't get too cocky just yet. Before I send our little friend's confession off to the local media and authorities, I want to get some Shanghai street justice first. There's a control panel linked to the hive I need you to hack. Uploading the coordinates now.
I wonder what the street justice will be. Like I said, I know the conclusion to this, so it's very interesting to see how you guys, if you're watching this for the first time, react to it. I know when I said this is like the first proper investigation sort of thing, I know we did the Murphy one way back in the second episode, but to me that was more not as being investigative as much as sort of knowing where the evidence was, and we just had to just sort of mark it. Like this was more about trying to find an actual potential, like, he could have come out of this as innocent, you know, but obviously not. But, you know, come on, beat it. That was my last one.
Access granted.
All right, Malik. It's hacked.
Verifying the signal. Come on, come on. Okay, I'm in. Remote frequencies are
He's
clear,
gone now.
thank God. Uploading now. And done. Meet me in front of the hive, Jensen. I have a little surprise for our friend Lee. Jensen.
Malik?
Well, first take this. I was gonna use it myself, but after everything you've done, I think you deserve it more.
So what are you gonna do now?
I have a few loose ends to tie up, and I need to make sure this autopsy report finds its way into the right hands. The Hongs aren't gonna buy their way out of this one.
Lee's confession is solid. With that and the evidence from the autopsy, there's no way he can avoid prosecution. Justice will be served.
Oh, justice will be served, all right. You might want to stick around for a second. I've got one last little surprise for our friend Lee. Are you facing the hive?
Yep.
It's almost showtime. In 3, 2...
Malik?
Just watch.
I don't know. Evelyn.
That's one way to making a statement, isn't it?
She was going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay?
Malik, remind me never to piss you off.
After everything you've done here for Evelyn, for me, you'd have to try pretty hard, mister.
And with that, we've reached the ending of another showing. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's episode as much as I have. And until next time, good night.